Hello, my dear friend. So now we are going into the floor puzzles. Floor puzzles are easy to solve once we are able to do the arrangement. It's like a very easy arrangement. Only you need to be very careful when you are putting the information in proper place. So floor arrangement, I can say it is also kind of a natural arrangement where the floors will be one above the other. Okay, floors will be one above the other. One more type of floor puzzles will also come, which we are going to solve after we solve the first puzzle. That will be in the same floor there can be two or three flats, apartments, so those can also be coming. So those kind of questions also we are going to solve here, and please listen to this carefully. There is no shortcut trick or nothing is there. You have to only understand how logically I am going to set these things up. That is what you need to learn from me. Or whenever you are solving the puzzles, what is required is how you think. So your thinking, if it changes, then you will be able to solve the questions very fast. How you think. So whatever I am going to say, whatever I am going to think, and then how I am going to arrange, all those things you need to observe only. And by observation you have to do today. Once we have done this arrangement, so two types of arrangement puzzles we have done, then we are going to do floor puzzles, and thereafter we are going to do box puzzles. Once we do these things, you have to go and solve some 10 questions on this. Today it might not be possible, but at least 10 puzzles if you solve on each type, then you will get a hang of it. And thereafter, when we finish, you have to solve, I had already told you that you have to solve each day at least two or three puzzles. When we are doing the mock test, you will do anyways that one. Okay, so let us get into the puzzle. The next puzzle, that is on floors. Okay, so here I put it here. There are 8 persons, namely STUVW XYZ, lives on 8 different floors from 1 to 8. Ground floor is number 1 and the top floor is number 8, but not in the same, necessarily in the same order. The numbers are in the same order, but they do not live in the same order. That is what it means. But not so the top floor is 8, and there will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So no need to worry, they will be in the ascending order from down. X lives on odd floor. So one thing you can do is we can make the floors, like I am going to make the floors here 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I am going to, okay, for that cross line. Okay, and then here this is a simple puzzle where we have to only put the names. Okay, the names, sorry for those zigzag lines, but that is very important that we put it here. And then we are going to put the information either in the floors. So these are 7 floors, so sorry, 8 floors. Okay, or we are going to put in the margin where we are going to write. So here we are going to put the margin because this requires less place. So we are going to do all the marginal whatever writing here, and if we need a second option, we'll try to solve it. Okay, X lives on odd number floor but does not live on third. Okay, X lives on odd, not third. Okay, this is my first information. Okay, then you need not have to do this first, second, you need not have to write when you are doing in your examination. I want it to be clear, therefore I am writing it. Okay, Z lives immediately below X. So immediately below X means I am going to write here only. Okay, so immediately. So if it is immediately, I am going to put on the side so that it is immediately. If they are if you are not clear, then we'll put in the middle. Okay, so immediately below X. So Z lives immediately below X. Wherever below X is there, below Z will be there. More than 2 persons live between Z and Y. So more than 2 persons live, this will take as a different one. More than 2 persons. So we can say minimum 2. Okay, between whom? Z and Y. Okay, minimum 2. Third, there are 6 persons lives between S and Y. S and Y There are how many? 6 people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then Y. How many people total are there? 8 persons. So this means what? This means what? There are 6 persons. There are 6 persons. Between S and Y is S, and Y may be the top and bottom. There is only one possibility. Okay. So S may be top or Y may be top. So what I'll do is, when I get this information, I am going to put it. S is top, Y is bottom, or Y is top, S is bottom. Okay, let us say which one will like get cancelled. Automatically there will be cancellation. More than 2 persons. Okay, that we have done. More than 2 persons. There are 6 persons. We lives immediately above W, but live below T. So now there is one more information. We lives immediately above W. We lives immediately above. So this is what. But below T. So below is not immediate. So what I am going to do? I am going to write like this. Okay. So T is above. Okay, T is above. Okay. But they are immediate. U does not live above X. U does not live above X. Above X. Okay. So 6. W does not live immediate above Y. W does not live immediate above Y. So V. Okay, this is V, right? W does not live immediate above Y. Okay, this is the information. So what we have done is only S and Y we are able to put in, and we have to think how to solve other questions. So now once we take this one, we'll try to put both all the information here. So Y is here, Y is there, so we'll start with Y. Y and Z minimum 2 is there. So Y and Z minimum 2 means that can come here, here, anywhere. So that we cannot take here now. Okay. So W is not immediate above Y. W is not immediate above Y means in this case it is not possible at all, and in this case W cannot come here. W cannot come here. U is not above X. U does not live above X. So X has to be below and U has to be above. Okay, what else can we do? W and V. So W, see here, W has to come, and above that V has to come, above that T has to come. Right? So X lives on odd floor but not on third. Not on third, so X cannot come here. X is not possible to come here. Okay, now what information should we pick? I think there is one certain, means little certain information that is there is X lives on odd floor, not on third. So that we have done. So X can be here or X can be here. Let us take X here and try to solve this one. X, if I put here, Z can come here because there are 2 places. Minimum 2 they have said. So minimum 2 is already done. Now if this is X, then U cannot come above X. So U has to come here or here. W cannot be immediate above Y. Now what we need, whenever W comes, we need a V and then above T. So U cannot go above U of X. U cannot go above X, means U cannot come here. U has one place here. U should have one place. Then this is not possible. V and W immediately, it's only possible here. If I put it here, then there will be no place for T. Okay, so this is not working. Please see here. What will happen if this happens? Just I am going to tell you X. See, U has to come below. U has to come below X only because it cannot go above Y. So if I want to put U here, say for example here or here, wherever you put. Okay, if I put U here, just imagine I'll put here. Okay, then what will happen? W, V and above T has to be there. W, where I will put above W, V cannot put because it is immediately above. So W and V I can put only here, and this is not possible. In this case, this is X is not possible here. So I'm going to deal with that other one possibility, but let us see here. So this is not possible. What I can say for sure is X will come definitely on 7th floor. X can definitely on 7th floor, and Z will come here. Remaining we'll see. Now the same way, what is happening here again, X and Z here also it cannot come because the same question will come again. So again X and Z will be same here. Now here X and Z will not be possible because what will happen now? There will be no two spaces between. They have said minimum 2 has to be there in X and Z. So if I try to put X and Z here, I am not able to put W and V here because U has to be below X. So here UV if I put, then W we do not have space. So this whole thing, this whole possibility is not possible. Are you getting my point? This second will get cancelled. So XZ we have to do here, and then we have to see where to put other information, right? So this is one thing. How did we do it? Because of this X and Z we could find out. Okay. So minimum 2 is there. Now we need to find out the places for U, W, V and T. Okay. So W, V and T will, the W cannot come here. So W can come here. So if I put W here, try to understand. We cannot put W in the second place because there again it cannot come immediately above. Immediately above, why it cannot come? So W has to necessarily come here only because above W, V has to come. You can see this fourth information. Above that, T has to come. So there has to be minimum 3 places. The minimum 3 places will be filled up like this only. W, V and T has to come here only, and U has to come here. So that's all we have solved this question. Okay, that is how we have solved this question, right? Very simple one. Now, if you want to understand again, go back and then see. We have started with the maximum information, that is yes and Y. We took two options, and those two options we try to do. Say here W cannot come, here X cannot come. Whatever we know from that information, X cannot come here because U cannot be here, and those things X and Z have to be near. So if I put X here, Z will come down, so there will be no space. So we then tried X and Z. X and Z fifth we tried, it was not possible. Here also not possible. There also not possible. First possibility also not possible. Second possibility also not possible. X and Z have to be there in 7th and 6th. But in the second possibility, it is not possible to put X and Z anywhere. So this has gone. And then we put W, we took the fourth information, W above that V, above that T. So this we put, and U was put here. Okay. So let us take this one, and then with this information we are going to solve the questions. Okay. So let us see the questions now. Now let us solve some questions on the basis of what we have solved till now. So next, let us see what are the questions. Whatever has been solved is put here. So the same screen put here. Whatever we have solved, so you can see on your right side, the solution is here. Who lives on the floor number 5? Floor number 5, who lives? T, right? It is T who lives on floor number 5, right? Next question. How many persons live between W and X? How many persons live between W and X? So W and X we have to see. So W will start here. 1, 2, 3 persons will live. So this is B. 3 persons live between W and X. Z and T and V. Okay. Next. Who lives on number? Okay, that is already done. Who lives immediately above V? Immediately above V, T lives. The second one. Okay, T lives. I'll remove all the. Okay. So who lives? T lives. So this is the answer. Next question. 4 of the 5 are alike in a certain way based on the given arrangement and form a group. Which is the one that does not belong to that group? So we have to find out odd man out. Why? Let us see why. Y lives on which floor? Might be on the first floor. He is on the first floor. So I'll write here first floor. Okay. T lives on fifth floor. T lives on the fifth floor. V lives on which floor? V lives on fourth floor. Now can you see what is the difference between these three? We need not have to go to the next ones. Not at all necessary. Okay. 1 and 5 is there. 1 and 5 are both odd and V lives on even number floor. So fourth one will be the answer. C will be the answer. Okay. Still if you want to insist and you want to go, C. W will be on 3. X will be on 7. So all of them are in odd places and only V is in the even place. Okay. So now what we are going to do is we have solved this puzzle. Next we are going to one more puzzle on flats. There are 7 persons A, B, C, D, E, F and G who lives in a building having 3 floors such that ground floor is numbered 1 and above it is second and so on up to top floor numbered as 3. Okay. Each of the floor consists of 3 flats as flat 1, flat 2, flat 3. Flat 1 of floor 2 is immediately above flat 1 of flat floor 1. So floor 1 flat above is floor 2 flat number 1 and immediately below flat 1 of floor 3. So flat 1 of floor 2 is immediately above flat 1 of floor 1 and immediately below flat 1 of floor 3. So what I can understand is they are in the same column. They are in the same column. So if I take this as the first floor, first, floor second, and floor third. Okay. So if I put it like this, so these are the floors. What they are saying is the flats are one above the other. This means again and in the same way flat 2 of floor 2 is immediately above flat 2 on of floor 1 and immediately below flat 2 of floor 3 and so on. So they are in the same row. So what I am going to do is okay, but where is flat 1? This side or that side? That we will see whether they have given. Yes, flat 2 is in the east of flat 1. Flat 2 is in the east. East means this side. Flat 2 is this side. Flat 1 is this side. Flat 2 is on the east of flat 1 and flat 3 is in the east of flat 2. So here it will come. So we can number this. So 1, 1, 1 means this is number 1. Okay, here we will write their names. The second, second, second. So here it is. And then third, third, third. So this is there. So we need some more space. Take some more. So this is how the arrangement is. Now is it clear? So flat number 2 is in the east of flat number 1. So east. Correct. Only one person lives in a flat. Okay. Only one person lives in a flat and not less than 2 person lives on the same floor. Okay. This information is already there, so we will not will remove this. Okay. So at least 2 persons should be there on each floor. That is what not less than 2 means. Minimum 2 each floor. Okay, maximum 3 is there already because there can be only one in one floor, one flat, one person in one flat, one person, one flat. Okay, 2 flats are vacant, 2 flats vacant. Okay, this information is here. Let it be here. Now let us see what only one floor is between F and G, but both live in the same flat number. Okay, let us write. So F and G, there is one floor, but same number. So here what will follow is number means flat number. If it is floor, whenever we are referring to floor, we will write floor. Whenever we are referring to flat, we will write number. Okay. So second one. D lives immediately west of G. West of G means D should come this side and G should go this side. So this is west of G, west of G. So here is the west, right? E lives immediately above C. E lives immediately above C. So this is how we will write. So immediately above means side. If it is little difference means we do not know immediately or not, then we'll write above, right? So E lives immediately above C. No one lives on the east of F. No one lives on the east of F. F this side and east there is nobody. Okay, this is what they are saying. East there will be nobody. So I'll write like this, not this one. Immediately. And then what is next? C does not live in the same flat number as D. So C and D different numbers. I'll write numbers so that it will be flat numbers. E and D do not live in the same floor. E and D do not live in this on the same floor. So this I will write here. D, E and D different floor, different floors. A does not live in the same flat number as C. Again, A and C will have different numbers. A and C different numbers. Okay. So A and C we have done. B live below the floor on which A lives, but not in the same flat number. Okay, so we'll write this one. B live below floor, below A. Okay, so let us write a little correctly. B lives below floor of A, but not in the same. So again, different numbers, different numbers. Okay. B lives in an even numbered flat on even numbered floor. So this I can directly put here. Even numbered floor, even numbered flat means B will be sitting here. No doubt about it. But not on the same floor where C lives. So C does not live in the same floor. So C cannot be here. So that is what I am going to write here with the cross mark. Let us take a different pen and then start solving this so that we will understand only B is there, nothing else is there. So let us take different information here. E and C will take this information because it will take the floors, and then we'll take D and G because it will give us the flats. So E and C, where C cannot come here. So C also cannot come here because above that E is required, right? So C has to come in this floor. So I am writing it here so that it is very clear that C will come in this floor and E will come just above it, just above it. So same number has to be there. So it can C and E can come here, C and E can come here. So let us take one of the options. So let us take C and E here. One option will start and then we will start solving. So C and A are a different number. C and A different numbers means A has to come here. Okay. Then D and G will try to put D and G. What is the condition? D has to come this side and G has to come this side. E and D are different floor. That is fine. C and D and different numbers. D and C are different numbers. So D and G, if I try to put here, it's not possible. This first condition violated because above that one floor above F has to come in the same number. So that is not possible. Okay. So D and G anywhere else I try to put. So we'll try to always do with only one option so that we don't have to worry about this. So D I'll put here, G I'll put here. Then F I can put here. Only problem will be C and D will be different. They will not be different numbers. So this doesn't work. This doesn't work. Why I'm working with only one option is because you have to try to do this. When you become expert, you will be able to solve the questions very easily. Okay. So this all blue will remove. Okay. This you can do with the pencil as well in your examination. Oh, so I started with C and E this side. Now I'll start with C and E this side and I'll get the solution easily. So C and E this side. Okay, then A will come here. Then D and G has to come. So D and G, how we can put is here we cannot put, because then F will not have space. It is not known whether G is above or F is above, but they are in the same flat number. They are in the same flat number is what is known. So I cannot put D and G here. If I put G here, then F has to come in the place of C. C has already occupied it. So what I'll do is I'll put D and G here. Okay, and then above one floor I can put F here. Okay, F here means have we solved everything? We have solved everything easily now. Can you see here? A and F, what all condition? F and G same number is there. D is on the west of G, so that is there. E is above C. Okay, F on the east there is nobody, so F there is nobody. There is nobody here, so this is vacant. I can write X. Okay, nobody is there. C and D different numbers. C and D different numbers is over. So this is also over. E and D different floors. E and D different floors. Okay, A and C different numbers. A and C different numbers. With that condition only we started. A and B different numbers. That also we did. A will be above B and B will be different numbers. So that we have started. So all conditions done, and two flats vacant. So this flat is also vacant. This flat is also vacant. We have solved this question. Even though it looks very complicated, we could have will be able to solve this within 5 not 5. I am talking about 2 or 3 minutes once we do enough of practice. I told you slowly so that you will be able to understand. Whatever information I have written here, all the information, okay, all the information that I have written here can be written within 30, 40 or 50 seconds maximum. Okay, once we do that, then we'll be able to solve this within 2 to 3 minutes. All the questions can be solved. In this, I am not giving you questions. I am going directly to the next type, because questions are not very important. Puzzles, you can solve them. I have given the questions for this in the attached PDF that you can take out, and then you can solve those questions. Okay, great. Now we are going into the next, which is box puzzles. We'll try to learn a little bit about box puzzles. 2 puzzles we are going to solve on box puzzles. Okay, is that clear? Let us now stop this video and let us meet in the next video.